Welcome to this episode on Noble TV. Today we'll be looking at the Nigerian entertainment industry and how it affects the world, the influence of the Nigerian entertainment industry in the world. And also we'll look at the best or the most influential musician we have today in Nigeria. I have some guests with me here. To my right I have Mr. Chuka. Mr. Chuka, you're welcome. And to my left I have Mr. Valentine. Mr. Valentine, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Let me start like this. Last week, what was trending was Kiss Daniel's show in Cameroon, where most of the Cameroonian artists were. There was this outcry that Kiss Daniel was paid 50 million Cameroonian CFA to perform, while artists from Cameroon that also performed were paid less than that amount, far less. So the question they were asking is, what is so special about the Nigerian entertainers? What is so special about the Nigerian entertainment industry? Mr. Chuka, let me start with you. The Nigerian entertainment industry in view. What do you think about the entertainment industry?
Thank you very much. Nigerian entertainment industry is very, very natural, in the sense that most of our musicians started from the scratch. Like most of them started from the church, started from the booming, and the entertainment industry has been going well because a lot of people, even they have some artists that have been on before, like Two-Face, like Blackface. All those people, they're still there, but they're not more. They don't have like Wizkid with the video coming out now. They are really doing well. Like, look at what just happened yesterday at just uncompleted World Cup. Davido coming to perform at the final. Isn't that wonderful for the Nigerian industry? Okay, like for example, I have friends that are from the United States. I have a friend that is from Washington DC. Most of the time when I call her on video call, I hear Nigerian music on her background. I'll be like, what's happening? He said, that's why I like playing Nigerian music. It happens often. So Nigerian music industry has gone for entertainment. I'm talking about, apart from music industry, even our movies though. Not like I don't actually like watching Nigerian movies. I just think that the Nigerian movies entertainment industry is actually awesome for the past few years now, for like a decade. It has gone well.
Okay, thank you so much. Mr. Valvati, you heard what he said about the Nigerian entertainment industry, especially the music industry, also referring us to the World Cup and how Davido performed. And I think, let me remind you, at the opening ceremony also, Kiss Daniel also performed well, was one of the
ranking also.
It's okay. So tell us about the Nigerian music industry.
Okay, thank you very much for that question. Now, the Nigerian entertainment industry is very vast. It's very rich. Now, one advantage that the Nigerian entertainment industry has is diversity. We have various languages, we have various cultures that we fuse into our music. We have our cultures, we fuse it into English. We have our cultures, we fuse it into Pidgin. Alright? Now, with all these feelings, then we have different tones, different elements from different cultures that we can now borrow from this, and bring them together. So by the time you put that together, it becomes automatically, unavoidably rich and appealing to the spirit. That's what makes the Nigerian entertainment industry in music stand out in the rest of from other parts of the world. So I heard what you mentioned earlier about the Cameroonians complaining about Kiss Daniel. I think they were just being very cocky, because if they're smart, they will understand that where Kiss Daniel is way ahead, because the promoters, the sponsors of those shows, they place every artist according to their international value. So it has nothing to do with being a Cameroonian citizen and any of this. What are they going to produce? Because first of all, they have one major culture, one language. They're a francophone speaking nation. So what they sing in is basically in French. That is one. It's very monotonous. Then all their musical elements are very much alike. Just like listening to South African music, you just know that you must always hear something that sounds like a cry, something that sounds like wailing because of their years of appetite. So their sounds are usually just monotonous, one way. Yeah, but you would play Nigerian music, you play 1,000, and we have 1,000 different approaches to different things that can get to your spirit. And you'll be like, I mean, these guys are just too good. Just as if I've not even got enough of this. Now you're bringing me this. So I don't think it's wise for any African nation, first of all, to compare themselves with Nigerian entertainment industry, music. The world is not even compared with Nigeria because right now even the world stage are looking for how to feature Nigerians. So it doesn't make sense.
That's interesting. But if you want to look at the diversification, like you talked about, different languages, fusing English, Pidgin, and local dialects, I don't think Nigeria is not the only country that has this multiplicity of dialects or languages.
But we have the largest. We are the largest.
Well, I wouldn't want to go into that. But let me ask this question. I'm still taking you, Mr. Val. Let me ask this question. When we talk about Jamaica, what comes to our mind is reggae music.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
When we talk about Congo, what comes to our mind is Makossa. You understand?
One sound.
Yes. So when we talk about Nigeria, which particular music genre are we looking at?
Well, if we come to Nigerian music, we can't hold on to one genre of music because we are too rich to be streamlined to only one output. We are too rich. Same way we are rich in mineral resources and other wealth of this nation. Same way we are rich in sound.
So what
we have
Afropop. Okay, Afropop.
Yeah, we have Afropop. We even have rhythm and blues. We have Juju, which is Afro Juju. Then we even have some soul artists like Johnny Drill, who have their own sound on its own. They are also world-class artists. Fuji. We also have Fuji. So if you want to go to Pasuma and the others, so
even hip hop.
Then we now have Ariana. So where do you want to come from? Which angle are you coming from? We are complete in music.
It's okay. Like that, say Nigeria, we are complete in music. That is why we have this influence, global influence. I remember watching Chuka. Let me come to you. I remember watching Burna Boy in one of his shows where he performed with Ed Sheeran. I think Ed Sheeran was saying that is the best he has ever attended, as in the collaboration, because the crowd was massive, the reception was massive. I think it's in line with what Mr. Val is saying, the influence of Nigerian musicians across the globe. If I should ask you, which do you think is the best music, the type of music Nigerians are known for? Afro.
Yes.
Okay, Afrobeats. Okay, Afrobeats. Okay, that's very good. But let me ask you a personal question now. Amongst the Nigerian musicians, I mean the top Nigerian musicians, we'll talk about Davido, talk about Wizkid, Burna Boy, and we'll have Chris Daniel, Asake. We'll have a lot of them coming up, you understand? Correct. Which of them do you think is top there, while others are queuing behind him or her?
Basically, all of them are good in their own aspects.
They are all good.
Yes.
Yes.
But for me, because everybody has his own taste, I like Burna Boy.
For you, Burna Boy
is
yes.
So because I love his vibes,
correct,
his lyrics, you know. And one good thing about Burna Boy is even about two Nigerian musicians, they go on English and they go on languages, their tribes, whether you're from Yoruba, Hausa, you still go on our tribes. That's the different part of Nigerian music. You know, if it's like America, they just do on English, like what Mr. Val is saying. He said, like in Cameroon, they just do on the Francophone, you know, they don't speak French. But in Nigeria, we do English, we do Igbo, we do Hausa, communication of all the music.
So for you, Burna Boy is top there.
Well, basically, my best Nigerian music today is Two-Face. I've always been my best Nigerian musician.
Okay, that's okay. Two-Face is your best Nigerian musician, but it's not top there. For you, Burna Boy is top there. Yeah. Mr. Val, over to you. Which Nigerian musician do you think is top there?
Well, the thing is, like they want to measure achievements. If we check what happened during the Grammys, we saw what happened there. Wizkid collected a Grammy, I know, right? But he did that as a result of collaboration with Beyonce, right? So that was a collaboration Grammy. Burna Boy collected it by himself, alone, as in alone, which means he writes and
so for you, Burna Boy is
there's no argument. He's on top. He's there. The other guys have to. As a matter of fact, there are some other artists. I don't want to call their name because I also like them, so it doesn't look like I know Burna Boy about them. Yeah. There's a particular top artist that his management have to call him together and say, "You are very big in Africa. Burna Boy doesn't sing better than you, but Burna Boy is bigger than you internationally. Now they have to call him together and say, why don't you rewrite your songs to suit the international scene, just like Burna Boy does? There's nothing wrong with singing about all these their women part of body and violence and all those stuff and sex and all that. Fine, you can do that for the international market still. The African market, yeah, the streets, they would like all kind of things. But still, check out what makes Burna Boy stand out. He has message.
It's okay. So for our esteemed viewers, for Mr. Chuka and for Mr. Va, Burna Boy is up there. I think well, if I should ask, because you're not using the Grammy as a yardstick, so we should use the Grammy.
Yeah, as a yardstick.
The Grammy is a yardstick.
And even their international shows, they all pack, most of them pack out stadium. But Burna Boy still has a back-to-back record of anywhere his shirt is hanged, the place is packed out. Just hang the shirt there, the crowd is already there.
But Mr. Chuka, let me ask you, we're also talking about Burna Boy. Let me ask you, why was Burna Boy not invited for the World Cup? Why did he not perform? Don't you think that is a minus if really we see Burna Boy is up there? Don't you think, let me give credence to Davido, Wizkid, Kiss Daniel.
Out of ranking.
You don't think these people are up there with...
like I said before you asked, I said there a lot of them that are very good. But I just talk about the one I like, person I like is Burna Boy. Davido is actually very, very good. There's something I like about his voice. It's not, when I've actually met Davido one-on-one, not like I was talking to him, but I was very close to him. I was listening to his voice. I said, how come this guy, his voice is so deep when you hear him up the studio. But how does he come up with that voice on music? So there's just something else about Davido. Davido is good. I don't really, but my best Nigerian musician is Burna Boy.
It's okay. Thank you, Mr. Van. Mr. Van, okay, you wanted to say something?
Yes, to add to what you said. Amazingly, Davido used to be my favorite Nigerian artist before Burna Boy. It was Burna Boy's last two albums that won my heart to him, that swept me off my feet. Then apart from his international records. Because I've been on a flight to Davido once, that was 2016, 2017, from Lagos, we're coming to Asaba. I think the Delta State government invited him for something. We're coming to Asaba. And we had a nice time. He didn't behave like a superstar. Yeah, he was very natural, playing with everybody, making a lot of noise. So I was like, this guy is so nice. He's not arrogant like superstars would normally be. You understand? But when Burna Boy brought his last two albums, I had to apologize. Please take it off.
It's okay. I wouldn't want us to be partial in our assessment of the music industry. I believe the same way the men are making these waves, the ladies also are making waves in the industry across the world. You understand? Yes, so now that you're choosing Burna Boy as top there, the ladies, if you say you should choose one of them, who do you think is up there?
Like I always say, they still have a lot of them that are good.
Okay.
There's just one person I like. His voice is just like his name. Simi. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Simi for you is okay. So Simi, you heard what Mr. Chuka says, you are up there. Congratulations, Simi. Yeah, Mr. Va.
Simi is up there, but Simi is not as high up there as Tiwa. Tiwa is a queen in fact, it's someone crowned like the queen of African Afro-pop music. So, Tiwa. Not for me. I'm not really a fan of Tiwa, honestly. I don't have anything against her. I'm not a fan of Tiwa, but it's obvious she's up there. She has the experience. She has been there. She has been on the block for a long time, right? And she has been consistent despite her age. Think about all the youngsters coming up like Simi, Ira Star, and the others, all of them coming up. Despite they are fighting for that spot, she has been consistent, dropping hits every time she drops a song. So despite the scandal and everything, which that was a different topic, she's still on top of the chart.
So you made a point about Tiwa. I respect her a lot.
Tiwa
has been there for a while.
Okay, consistent.
It's okay. Thank you, Sylvia. So we listened to what they said about. We started with Burna Boy. We talked about Tiwa Savage. It's okay. Thank you so much. We talked about singing. Well, the good news is the Nigerian music industry has really permeated the world, and we're taking over. We'll have this influence. I believe it's an opportunity for us to use. They use it to sell the Nigerian culture outside there, right? Yes. That's what they are doing. Well, we should keep doing that. One final word for our esteemed viewers.
Okay. Nigerian music industry, entertainment industry as a whole has really done a lot. If the government can be as good as the entertainment industry is going, it's going to be a very good plus for Nigeria. I just hope everything that is happening in Nigeria is going to be, I believe the time everything is going to be fine by the social grace of God.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bar.
Okay. Well, we're doing well. We're doing very well. The entertainment industry is actually wider than music. We just kind of focus on music on this episode. So I will stick to the music. And the entertainment industry shouldn't back out, shouldn't slow down the pace at which they are working. They are setting the pace for the entire world now. They are attracting international features, audience, stages, and recognitions. So they should keep that fire burning so that they will retain that spot and never be overtaken. So kudos.
Thank you so much, our esteemed viewers. From us at Novo TV, we enjoin you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.